ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. Mandalam 7, Suktam 101, Ashtakam 5, Chapter 7. Rishi Kumara Agneya Vasishtha Maitra Viruni Va Devada Parjanya Chandastrushtup Tisrovaja Pravada Yudhiragra. O sage, 101.1. O sage, please speak three kinds of light-topped speech, or preceded by light of lightning or knowledge. They milk the yielder of sweet water, udder like rain cloud, making lightning as the calf and impregnating the plants that showers of rains rolls immediately after birth. The Sukta deals with Parjanya, rain-bearing cloud personified. The sage is urging himself to speak about the threefold aspects of Parjanya. Light tipped stands for illuminating speeches, gross, subtle and spiritual, represented by the three syllables A, U and respectively. In other words, Parjanya is considered to have these three forms, which can be represented by A, U, He appears in three forms: causal, subtle and gross in this suktam and in the suktas that follow. That is the gist of it. 101.2. Yo vardhana oshadhinam yo avam. Who promotes the growth of water and plants? Which resplendent one is the master of the whole universe? He gives us threefold protection and prosperity consisting of three parts. He gives us the most helpful light. Parjanya could be the manifested self appearing in three forms: gross, subtle and spiritual. The gross Parjanya is the causer of rain. Showering water on the earth, he makes the plants grow. The spiritual Parjanya protects all living creatures at all times, past, present and future, and in three places: on land, water and air. Most helpful light should be spiritual light of life. Physically, rain cloud is a carrier of gross light energy, say lightning. Spiritually, it corresponds to ignorance cloud, which is a carrier of spiritual light of Atma. Stariru Tvat Bhavati Suda U. His one form is 101.3. His one form is like a barren cow, and another is giver of sons. This one makes his body either way as desired. He receives the water from the father or atmosphere or the self, and the mother earth receives it. Atmosphere grows with water-bearing cloud, so also the sun the cloud. In physical terms, basically clouds are of two types: moisture-bearing and dry clouds. Dry clouds gather water vapor from the atmosphere, and rain cloud and drain down water from over the earth. Atmosphere appears to grow with water vapor collected by the clouds. The clouds grow in size with the water vapor collected by them. Spiritual Parjanya has two forms: manifested and unmanifested. manifested form causes the appearance of this universe. 101.4 Yasmin Vishwani Bhuvanani Tastho. 101.4 In him all the things in the universe are stationed, and also the three worlds, the space, atmosphere and the earth. From him water flows in three perpendicular directions. The three water showering clouds pour out sweet water around that Parjanya only. Based on the last part of the comment on the previous Rig, meaning of the Rig follows automatically. Idam vaja Varjanyaya Swaraje. May this hymn prepared for the self-luminous Parjanya be heard within his heart. May he be delighted in this praise. May pleasure-giving rains be there for us. Plants protected by Parjanya may give us enjoyable fruits. Last Rik in the Sukta, 101.6 Sa Retodha Vrishabha Shashwadinam. That shower of happiness upholds the seeds of numerous plants. In him stays the soul of life of all moving and stationary living creatures. May that product of Vrita protect us for 100 years. O shining beings, may you protect us always with prosperity. With Parjanya, spiritual one, is referred to here. He represents the universal Jivatma, supplier of soul to all living creatures. Suktam 102 Rishi Kumara Agneya Vasishtha Maitra Varuni Va Devada Parjanya Chandas Gayatri. In this sukta also, Parjanya can be considered to be appearing in three forms: grass, subtle and spiritual. Son of the shining one, cloud imply all these forms. If one is taken as the space, the resulting Parjanya could be grass or subtle. In the last two Riks, it may be more appropriate to assume spiritual Parjanya. Purusha is called the shining space of 12-inch in diameter, Dashangulam, Purusha Sukta. Varjanyaya Pragayata, 102.1. O invokers, sing the praises of Parjanya, who is the son of the shining one, or the shining space, and is most bountiful. Shining space symbolizes Purusha of size 10 fingers, Angulam, 10.90.1. You Garbham Oshadhinam Gavam, 102.2. Tasma Ilasye Avirjuhota, who impregnates the womb of plants, horses and men. To that Parjanya, O invokers, you offer the sweetest oblation in his mouth. May he make proper arrangements for our nourishment. Spiritual Parjanya symbolizes Purusha. We go to the next Suktam 103, which is by Rishi Vasishtha Maitra Varuni Devada Manduga Parjanya Va Chandas Anushtup Trishtup. In this Suktam, the Riks carry hidden meanings as can be inferred from its devata. Apparently, the suktam is dealing with frogs making noise, especially in the rainy season. Samvatsaram Shashayana Brahmana 103.1. Frogs waiting for a year for the rainy season, like Brahmanas engaged in religious vows, make speech or noise as though impelled by Parjanya. Frogs are being impelled to make noise by Parjanya. Since he can be gross, subtle and spiritual, frogs may also carry three different meanings, or they may stand for Parjanya appearing in three different forms. Divya Avo Abhi Yadenam 103.2. When the water streams from the sky approach these frogs living in the dry lake bed, which is like a dry leather bag, there in that place the cry of frogs approaches or is heard like the sound of cows in the company of their calves. Gross meaning of the ruk should be easy enough to understand. Frogs are like truth-seeking Brahmanas who make noise or speeches when showered on with knowledge by spiritual or subtle Parjanya. Yadi mena ushato abhyavarshi 103.3. Ushato abhyavarshit. Yadimena ushato abhyavarshit. When the rainy season arrives and these thirsty frogs designing water are showered on with rainwater, one frog approaches another like a son approaching his father, uttering the exclamation Akhala. One seeker of knowledge goes to another to talk about their own individual experiences, like a father transferring his knowledge to his son. That is the spiritual meaning. 103.4. Anyo anyam anu grubhnat tenorabam. Between the two, one catches hold of another. One frog catches hold of the other. They delight themselves in the downpour of water. When showered on with water, enjoying themselves, the brown frog exchanges speech with a green frog. In the showering of knowledge, all knowledge seekers are overjoyed. One exchanges his experience with other knowledge seekers. Yadesha manyu anyasya vacham 103.5. Among them, when one repeats the words of another, like a student repeating a word of the teacher, or when these speeches of good words content each other on the water surface. When these speakers of good words content each other on the water surface, then their noise, growing greatly, fill up the whole place. Meaning of this ruk is more or less self-explanatory in the physical sense, and perhaps spiritually also. Gomayureko Ajamayureka 103.6. Among them, one makes a sound similar to that of a cow and one like that of a goat. One is brown colored. and the other is green in color. Though having many forms, all carry the same name. Making sound variously, they become abundant everywhere. All seekers of knowledge can be designated as Brahmanas. They may have different forms or may speak different languages, etc. They have only one aim. Rest of the works need no explanation. Brahmanaso adhiratre nasome 103.7. The frogs stay every day of the year uttering cries at night in a lake full of water, like Brahmanas repeating the mantras at night during the Adhiratra sacrifice. Or on a rainy day, they produce noise even during the day. Most of the work is self-explanatory. When knowledge dawns, Brahmanas enjoy bliss like frogs rejoice during rainy season. Brahmanasa Somino Vajamakrata 103.8. Brahmanas possessing Soma essence, subtle or spiritual, generating Vedic hymns all through the year, make the speech come out of themselves. Like the sacrificers sweating themselves with internal heat, something, though hidden, makes its appearance. Praisers desiring to acquire self-knowledge prepare Vedic hymns and chant them all through the year. Self-seekers with hard labor bring out the truth Atma hidden inside the cave of one's own heart. Devahitim Jugupur Dwadashasya Ritam 103.9. These leaders of men protect the direction of enlightened beings and do not transgress the 12 seasons of the year. Heated by the sunshine, when rain comes in the year, liberation of water streams is achieved. These seekers of knowledge adhere to the directions of enlightened souls. They know and never transgress Rita with reference to space and time. When knowledge dawns, they are liberated from the birth-death cycle. 103.10. Gomayur Adada Jamayu Adad. A frog making sound like a cow may give us wealth. One making goat's sound may give us wealth. May the brown frog and the green frog give us wealth. In the thousandfold extraction of Atmiya Soma essence, may the frogs giving 100 rays of spiritual light further lengthen our lifespan. By the extraction of Soma, flowing essence of Atma, may the knowledge sacrificers give out hundreds of rays of spiritual light or quanta of spiritual energy. Croaking frogs may also symbolize noise-making clouds of different colors and shapes which Parjanya energizes. We go to next suktam, 104, the last suktam of this Mandalam 7. This can be classified as a good prayer suktam. Sage is Vasishtha, Maitra Varuni, Devata Rakshohana Indra Somo, Indra Soma Adi. Chandas Jagati Drushtub Anushtub Adi. Almost all the ruks in this sukta deal with the destruction of evil forces by Adhyatmik Indra and Atmiya Pavamana Soma mainly, and to some extent Agni and Maruts. They are being considered as shining beings having qualities mentioned in these ruks. In all the ruks, evil forces are to be taken as sinful thoughts in one's own mind, though they are described as external forces or demons, for easy understanding of these maruts by the listeners. The riks are simple prayers from seer of the sukta to shining beings mentioned in each ruk. Most ruks are self-explanatory. Comments wherever required are given under each ruk. Indra Soma Tapatam Raksha Ubjatam 104.1. O showerers of happiness, Adhyatmik Indra and Atmiya Soma, please subdue demons, give out heat and consign them properly. Crush those ignorant men who are increasers of darkness of ignorance completely. Burn them fully and kill them. Drive away from us devourers and cause them to lie down. 104.2. Indra Soma. O Indra Soma, may men wishing evil and sinful men move quickly to their end, like an oblation put into a well-burning Agni. Then you uphold great anger constantly towards men who are hostile to sacred knowledge, who consume raw flesh, who are of frightful appearance and who go about thinking what evil is to be done next. 104.3. Indra Soma Dushkruto Vaure. O Indra Soma, at the end of removal of evil doers, throw them down in beginningless darkness, so that not even one of them will rise up again from there. May that enraged strength of yours be for overcoming evil doers. Indra Soma Vartayatam Divo Vadham. 104.4. O Indra Soma, please set in motion your weapon from the space for killing men wishing evil. Please you set in motion weapons from the earth and from the clouds and from the thundering lightning. By this you hurt or burn a growing demon. 104.5. Indra Soma Varyadam Divasparya. O Indra Soma, please cause the space to move around. You please hit on the side of a devourer with hot weapons heated by Agni, which are non-decaying and which are made of iron or thunderbolt, so that he becomes noiseless. Scientifically, the space is not in motion. It only appears to be in motion with respect to an observer on the earth. Actually, earth is in motion with respect to the stationary space. Here, devourer could be the cloud which devours water vapor. Indra is being asked to kill the cloud with lightning. Of course, this is pure poetic fancy. Jivatma kills ignorance cloud with the spiritual light energy of Atma. Hundred and 4.6. Indra Soma Parivam Bhudu Vishwata. O Indra Soma, may this mind accompany you, who are mighty like a horse accompanied by the girdle. May, with that mind I send the sacrificial offering to you. Like two kings, please promote these Vedic hymns. Here offering means this sukta. 104.7. Pradismaretham Tujayadhi. O Indra Soma, please remember us, and with quick moving horses kill all demonic men who are harmful and treacherous. When a harmful person considers and treats us as an enemy, may the course be not easy for such an evildoer. Remember means think of or think about our welfare. Yoma Pagena Manasa Charantam. .104.8. O Indra, whoever hurts me, who is moving about with honest mind, with words which are not true, may that speaker of untruth disappear like water held in a clenched hand. Ye Pagashamsam Viharanta evai. Whoever keeps away an honest speaker with fast-moving horses, or who with their own strength blame an honest man, may Soma Atma consign such man to water or to lower depths of the earth. Keeps away may be taken to mean isolate. Since Soma, the moon, is associated with water, it is appropriate that Soma is being asked to consign evil men to the waters or to the dungeons. Soma could be spiritual too. In fact, in all rigs in this sukta, Soma could be flowing essence of Atma. Yo no rasam dipsati Pittu Agneyo. 104.10. O Agni, who intends to spoil the flavor of our food and drink, of our horses, of our cows, and of our bodies, may such a cheat or a robber committing theft, etc., attain the ocean. May such a person be deprived of his body and his offspring. May food adulterators and thieves, robbers, etc., be consigned to the depths of an ocean. Next ruk is a continuation of this ruk. Para so astu tanva. 104.11. May that man with his body and offspring be far away from us. May he be below the three extensive worlds. O resplendent beings, one who intends to hurt us in daytime, also in the night, may his food ever decay. The three worlds are the space, atmosphere, and the earth. Below the three worlds means disappear altogether from the universe. 104.12. Suvijnanam Chikutushe Janaya. For a knower of truth, both truth and unreality are easy to understand. Among these two words, truth is that one which is driven after and straight. Atmiya Soma protects it. He destroys reality, unreality. Na va u somo vrijinam. Atmiya Soma does never assist a wicked man and also a man who upholds perverted strength. He kills a demonic fellow as well as a speaker of untruth. Both of them live in the influence of Indra. (104.14) Yadi vaham anrata deva asa. O knower of all born beings, Agni, if I happen to be a shriner of unreality or to deliberate on causeless, resplendent beings, you can be angry with me. Otherwise, why should you be angry with us? May speakers of malicious words be united with your distraction power. Causeless here implies unreal or imaginary. May malicious men be burnt by Agni. Adya muriya yadi yatudhano asmai. 104.15. If I am an evil demon, or if I have harmed the life of anyone, may I die now itself. Otherwise, if anyone tells or calls me without any reason, O evil demon, may he be certainly separated from his 10 heroes. 10 heroes stand for 5 sense organs and 5 organs of action. Separating from them means death. You Mayatum Yatudhana 7.104.16. Who tells me who is not a demon, O evil demon, or whichever demon says I am pure-minded, may Indra kill him with his great weapon. May such a person fall down to the lowest among all born creatures. Praya jigadi khargaleva naktamapa. 104.17. Which hostile woman roam about hiding her body in the night like an owl? May she fall headlong into an endless hole. May the stones kill evil demons with rattling sounds. May evilness in man and woman be ground to dust. This is the essence of the rug. We Tishtadham Marudo Vikshvi. O Maruds, 104.18. O Maruds, please stay among different living creatures' forms. May you destroy evil demons completely, whoever want to harm us, without any trace. They may fly at night in birds' forms, or may appear as an enemy in an illuminating knowledge sacrifice. Maruds stay within human bodies as 5 pranas and are present in the atmosphere as air or wind. Pra Vartayadivo Ashman 104.19. O abundantly rich Indra, may you let loose lightning from the space, and wet a sacrificer thoroughly, who is sharpened by Soma essence. Moreover, kill all evil characters coming from all directions, east, west, bottom, and from above, with your thunderbolt. This may be referring to the clouds which are full with water vapor, which is in essence or born product. The clouds may be coming from all directions. Esa utti patayandi. These demons in the shape of or with dogs are descending, wishing to hurt Indra, who is not to be trifled with. They try to injure him. May he let loose the thunderbolt against these demons quickly. This also may be indirectly dealing with clouds and destruction of cloud by Indra with thunderbolt. Rest of the rugs do not require any explanation. Indro Yadunama Bhavat. Indra becomes 104.21. Indra becomes a destroyer of demons who are coming to disturb sacrifices. Mighty Indra goes near all approaching demons, cutting them to pieces like an axe cutting a tree, or breaking them to pieces as though they are mud pots. Ulugayatum Shushulugayatum 104.22. O Indra, with a rock-like weapon, you kill all demons who may be moving in the form of an owl, or in the shape of an owlet, or in the form of a dog, or a cuckoo, or an eagle, or a vulture. 104.23. Mano Raksho Abhi. O Indra, may a demon not approach us. May a demon couple who go about thinking what harm is to be done now fly away from us. May earth protect us from sins originating from the space-based sources. Indra Jahi Pumamsam 104.24. O Indra, please kill an evil spirit in the form of a man, as well as a woman, who kills by her illusory powers. May stupid demons get their necks twisted and perish. May they never see the rising sun again. Last book in the Sukta in this mandala, 104.25. Prati Chakra Vi. O Atmiya Soma, O manifested self Indra, you too perceive all and also each one of us individually. Please be attentive and throw the thunderbolt-like weapon against demons and evil spirits. Indra may be considered as manifested, universal manifested self, and Soma as flowing essence of Atma, and Agni is the soul of energy, etc. In that case, demons, etc. are evil thoughts, and clouds stand for ignorance. Corresponding implied meanings of the rugs can be arrived at without much difficulty. This marks the end of the Suktam and end of the 7th mandala. It is to be mentioned that many mantras from sage Vasishtha are couched in a highly symbolic language. These contain sublime implied meanings as explained before. Further elaboration may be necessary on some mantras. They can be added on later, whenever and wherever required. With that, we conclude today's session. Viramastavat.